Peace and love, SheaButterMe family. How y'all doing? Peace and love, SheaButterMe family. Just stop by to show my face. It's been a while. Very, very super busy building my life, rebuilding it rather. SheaButterMe is still a thing. Of course, sales aren't as abundant as they used to be, as so many people were put out of business, but people are still spending money, but they're just forgetting about SheaButterMe, and they're back to using the chemicals, the Dove, and all those hair products in the darn beauty store. That's why sales are, because on my platforms like Etsy, eBay, Amazon, I'm still doing sales. In fact, I've got a couple body washes to make as we speak, but they're only going to California, so I'll have them there by Tuesday. And I always have repeat customers, but my thing is I need the family to focus. Y'all are falling back on the consciousness. We were at a certain point, okay? I'm starting to see people back. And I just came to offer condolences and love because we don't need to be going back. We need to be moving forward. We're falling back into the religious mindset that is more fanatical than ever. And the work is really within. Like, you've seen me go through this process for the past, since 2014 when I started this page, for the real Shea Butterians. The Shea Butterians. You know what I'm saying? You guys know I've been doing this journey and nothing has stopped except for the loyalty of others. It's a very, very in lack. People are moving too fast. You need to take time and look around you and more evaluate your atmosphere and more learn how to control it and not just conform to it. There's a lot of conforming going on. And yeah, it's not really going to work. And so I want to commit to streaming more of my life because it's not extravagant, but it's not basic. And people can learn because we don't have good role models out here. You understand? Hi, peace. Coastals, Maria. Please, I hope I didn't mess up your name. Peace to you, family. I am glad you stopped by, because it's been a while since I've been on this channel. But like I said, I want to make a commitment to start streaming more because life is what it is, and we're all in this thing together, allegedly. And I have a lot to offer. Like right now, I'm drinking a nice little brain tea that is really like a lot of lion's mane, and it helps to keep your brain together. And I love my manuka little honey and stuff like that. So of course, I'm a herbalist, and I definitely work with my herbs. I went and found me some new rosemary herb today, so I will be making some rosemary water fresh for my hair, and I'll use the rest and make some rosemary oil at the same time. I'll split it, make some oil and some rosemary water, which is good for all kinds of hair textures. And it's actually antibacterial. And if you have dandruff and stuff like that, you should be parting your hair and spraying the rosemary water in it. See? Free clout. I'm giving out free clout. Stuff that you can actually apply, if you don't have any allergies to it. But the talk needs to be productive. And it's hello. How are you, Adrian Vasquez? Peace to you. And as you see, my channel is not monetized because they keep kicking me off for God-forsaken reasons. But I do have a, what do you call it? A Cash App that everybody uses, and they usually put it on the live. But this one's a freebie. I'm not even going to post it because it's not my full intent. Like, a lot of people, this is their job, and maybe one day it might be that for me. But right now, I'm still serving others in a healing capacity through making my products and things. First time someone say my name in the chat. Yes, history at Adrian Vasquez. Peace. Welcome to SheaButterMe by Tonya 23. You're always welcome here. Everybody's welcome. We respect each other. The disrespectful people, we can kick them out. But yeah, because what the world needs now is definitely not disrespect. Not another bit. So, what's on the menu today? I skipped breakfast, and I'm about to replenish my fluids in a moment. I'm going to pull out my coconut water and drink that because you may not know it, but I'm a middle-aged woman. And I have to restore my electrolytes. I'm doing good. I won't complain, Adrian. I'm actually doing exceptionally well, and I will not complain. I'm seeing new blessings in my life every day, and I'm very happy about that because when I go into the world, it seems to be full of sorrow, but there is still a lot of happiness there. People find their own happiness because you got to be vibrating high to be constantly happy about just living another day and what you can do with it. So I skipped breakfast, and as of now, I've skipped lunch. So I fasted for 2 cycles. But what you have to do is replenish your fluids. Now, as I was doing that, I cleaned out my bread cupboard of the bread that was like past due or whatever. And I went and drove down to my nearest lake and gave it to the birds. Now, I know the larger birds that fly higher, they're pretty hungry too. And as I was thinking that, I was already looking at a seagull. They're at a certain height, which is kind of pretty high, but they got to come down to get the bread. Something said, go like this, and I looked up, and there was a swarm of eagles. Beautifulest thing, and you could see that they were eagles. I said, oh my God, my eagles, they're hungry. They see me. You know, there was about 5 of them, and I was like, man, I hope they can get down here to get it. You know, it's hard for those birds to get down on the ground, I guess. They're used to being so high up. Here's the rosemary I was talking about. I'll do that while I'm making my couple products. So, do I have a green screen on here? One of the products that my client ordered is called 7 Chakra Balance and Body Wash. And I use the most potent essential oil per chakra. So for the root chakra, there's a certain one. For your sacral chakra, there's a certain one. The solar plexus, the heart, the throat, third eye, and crown. Each one has a specific color and a specific essential oil. So I've got the great idea to combine them and offer it in different products. I have it. Adrian Vasquez. Oh, my dear child. Did you say you're 9 years old? Does your parents know you're on YouTube surfing around? You're lucky you ran into a nice person. Blessings to you. I have grandchildren your age, and I watch what they're looking at or whatever. There's so much out in the open now. Even if you watch cartoons, you learn a bit much. But you seem to be a respectful young person. That is good, because a lot of kids are going astray today. I hope you have decent parents, and I hope that they treat you well. And yes. Great. Then peace to you, Mom. That's great. So I'm glad that I'm in a good space because you never know who's watching. And I knew that consciously today. So peace to the youth and peace to the mothers. Um, I'm glad that you're here. Fourth grade, great, great. I have an 11-year-old grandchild, a 13-year-old grandchild, and a 3-year-old grandchild, and a 1 years old grandchild that just turned one on the 15th of November. 1 years old. So we had the 1 years old birthday cake. I wish I could share my screen. I could show you a couple of pictures. But yeah, we did that this weekend along with my birthday, which was the day after my grandchild's. And so, yes, I see. I see there's two people. Well, the saying is wherever there's two or three people, great energetic energy is in the midst, and that's great. We need positive energy. I hope that you're doing your homework, and I hope that you like to read. And if you don't like to read, the more you practice, the more you like it, especially the books that you like. Yeah. Peace to the third person. Maybe they're counting me. Wouldn't that be interesting? I'm definitely thinking about starting a Twitch because I like to play card games and different digital games, and I have a couple of other things that I want to do on that channel. But yeah, I'm going to, soon as I get the money, I'm getting an Oculus because you can do a lot of things in meditation and healing work. That's what I do, a lot of healing work, Reiki. And I teach my young grandchildren how to meditate. So you're 9 years old, you're ready for meditation. You know, you sound like you have a nice demeanor to where you can sit in a folding meditation stance with Mom, perhaps. And you guys breathe. You can go in, start with 4. I love this breathing one because it's kind of easy to remember. You breathe in 4 through the nose, hold it for 4, in, out through the mouth 4. Boom. And if they'll do that 4 times, you have cleared your heart space. Peace, peace, peace. Heru, sister, Shea Butter Chat. Yes, Tua, Tua. And Mary Ma'at to you. Thank you for coming through. I need my glasses, but it looks like 100 tiny T. Peace and love. Yeah, Adrian. Yeah, a new person came in the chat. That's super wonderful. It's been a while since I came on live. I wonder if all my subscribers got a notification. If you haven't subscribed, please do. What are some things you guys want to learn about? That way I'll know what to talk about, you know? I know a lot about a lot of stuff. And what I don't know, I have books. I love to read. I have a super big library. And I love mystical books, you know? And yeah, so awesome. Thank you, Adrian. So yeah, I kind of got off track. I was saying what's on the menu because I'm super hungry now. I'm definitely not skipping dinner. I'm gonna make, I got some bow tie pasta and some chicken breast. I'm gonna saute that in some onions and peppers, which I should be chopping up now. I need my phone stand. I'm gonna saute that, do the pasta, drain it, combine ingredients, use a little sour cream. I love sour cream. And a little cheddar cheese, and make like a sauce. And then I pour it over, stir it all together, and let it cook. And probably on the side, I got some baby spinach. We'll probably have that. Yeah, I think that's what it's gonna be. And it's 2 o'clock and I got other things to do, so I'm gonna get started chopping up my stuff. Let me see if I can put the phone up. Yeah, it usually is yummy, Adrian. It usually is, and it's a winner around the house, you know? I'll ask if they want to do bread, but I'm not doing bread. I'm staying away from bread. At my age, bread is not good. Unless you bake it yourself. I actually have a 2-ingredient bread recipe that I need to be doing ASAP because I have the yogurt. One of the ingredients is yogurt and all-purpose flour, sifted, combined together, mixed, nice. You put your parchment paper in the bread dish, in the bread, pan, and then you dump your mixture in there and you spread it around in the loaf, and then you throw it in the oven for how many of a time? I would say 20 to 30 minutes at 400 degrees. But I'll get back to you on that one. But that would be a safe one. At 100 Tiny Tea, yes, it is wonderful. And that same recipe applies to sourdough. Because all you do is, it's the yogurt that you add. No, you would use the same yogurt, but then I think you would add like your sour cream or whatever makes sourdough sour, which I believe it's sour cream, in the mixture, and then you bake that. With some, what they call it, homemade peanut butter spread or something. I gotta make that soon. I've been saving walnuts. I'm gonna make something with that. Probably grind them up and put them on the side of a cake. Lately, I've been coming this like master baker out of nowhere. I made my own birthday cake this year. It's gone. I bought my little grandson a cake because it was his first birthday. So he had balloons and all decorations and all that. And then on his nose and everything. And then I did my own cake because I wasn't going to buy 2 darn cakes. So, but then something said, it's better to bake your own darn cake. You could put your own ingredients in. And this time, I put applesauce in my batter, and it came out super fluffy and good. And I had, it was yellow cake mix, and I did chocolate icing with coconut shreds. Mmm. And I should have did the nuts on that one. But yeah, no. I didn't do it that time. But something's telling me to make. The other morning I woke up. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Um, let's see what else. Oh yeah, I woke up the other day and the first thing I thought about was brownies. I was like, what is going on with me? Since my birthday, all kinds of stuff been popping off because I had a milestone this year. And so it's pretty wonderful. I'm in the double digit and in the master numbers this year. So yeah, it's been interesting, but I ate a lot of my own cake. I shared some too, of course. But my hubby's birthday is in a couple of days, all these November. We'll have to make another cake soon. So anyways, yeah, we had to get rid of those. Yeah, brownies with shredded walnuts. I was telling him how I fasted for breakfast and lunch today, so I am like, yeah, I'm super hungry. All this ideas is coming up, and I just came back from the grocery store. So, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna cook. But then I was like, let me go take this bread to the birds first. I don't know, I just felt like I was doing something great. And got the eagles to come and everything. It was super majestic. So yeah, it was worth not stuffing my face. But this lion's mane tea literally deturbs your appetite. I was able to miss all these meals without even thinking about it. It's almost 3, and I'm just gonna really cook dinner because I got to get that out the way because I got to make my miraculous products. And it's so funny because my family is like, they don't really get it. Everything has to be a certain way before I make one body butter, okay? I always keep my house clean, but what I'm saying is everything got to be in order. Dishes washed, whole entire kitchen. My workspace is a wooden table that I've had in my family for like 40 years or whatever. I gotta have my music or whatever I'm listening to, my positive vibes. You know, I'm clean, showered, all these different things. I've said my mantras, my affirmations. People don't understand. You don't get this every day. Or sitting on some shelf in the store where you just want to grab, and the only thing you're worried about is how it smells or whatever. But no, that's not Shea Butter Me. And I am sort of racking my brain trying to figure out how I'm gonna rebrand myself with the depth that I need to be rebranded as. You understand? So I did the trademark. We are a trademarked company. And we're moving on. I'm actually trying to do something else. You know, I found a niche and going for it. Where's our young person? You still there, Adrian? Have I, like, not said anything for you? It's okay. Come back another time. It was great having you on. Um, yeah, so lots going on, lots going on. The creativity is through the roof. I'm taking all this extra energy that we're getting, and I'm like, where's my pen? Where's my freaking? I'll be running around with my journal or my phone, the notes section. Holy crap! I had to get more memory. There's so much stuff in there. Yeah, and then this bacon thing, I went and got little tins because I'm about to make some banana bread. When those bananas get a couple of days old, Yeah, so it's a lot going on, a lot going on. I wake up every day and I never have to worry about what I'm gonna do because there's always something to do. My notary life is kicking off. I'm actually branching off into a whole nother avenue of that. And yeah, it is what it is. Put in the work. I'm not, I understand what's going on. But you too, tell me about yourself, sis. What's going on? Congrats on everything. You know. Um, I'm sure that it's great news. And that's the thing. If you take this energy and do with it what you will do with it. As it is, you know what I'm saying? It will happen. Like right now, I really beseech everyone to go after your inner goals. Don't jump off of the cliff or anything as far as quitting your day job or whatever, but definitely pick up your part-time hobby. When you get off of that job, you're in hobby mode. And you find out that the more you work on your hobby, it becomes your niche. I can almost guarantee that. So I think that's what most people are doing. Because you look around and you look at the supposed leaders and you say, they're so full of crap. I'm just as good as them. I'm still got it going on. We still hot. You know what I'm saying? We still hot, 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 hot. So let me shoot my shot, and get what I got, get what they got. But I don't want the problems. I got 99 problems and ain't none of them one. You understand me? Go ahead. Hurry up and put your books out, when you're ready. But like, don't wait because the time is now. You can absolutely, you have your manuscripts and everything done. Do your editing or whoever you're going to have to do it and get it out there. You could Google publish my books. Oh my God. So many choices. Personally, I did all the work myself for all 13 books. And I definitely can show other people for a donation because I can't just, that's what I do. So I gotta give and receive. That's my give and receive. Whatever you give me, I return the knowledge at that level, you know? So, yeah, that's what we do. Anything you need to know, do not hesitate because I have 13 published books right now on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles and across the whole world or whatever. Like I've sold books in Ireland. That was crazy when someone bought my novel, my little life story, in Ireland. I thought that was so to have the books on Amazon, you can set your own royalty amounts and it's a nice little setup for those of us that don't have big publishers kicking our door down or we want to hustle our own. We just want to get it printed and get it in our hand and we will sell it. We will make the sales. You know what I'm saying? Because today you could buy your way into a bestseller. It costs $500 to get on the bestseller list. Let's keep it a buck. These people, a lot of them are doing the sales because they're getting out there and that's their brand. This is my book. When you see my face, you see the book. Blah, 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 blah. So that's the thing, you know. Yes, absolutely. I'm absolutely a resource for a lot of things clerical. I am like, yeah, I know like a lot. All the way into the paralegal situation. Yeah, because I had 35 years in executive assistant type work. So I can definitely help. And plus I've done the book thing, so I can definitely share on that. That's actually Take This Down is my website. and you can contact me right on the chat there. It's www dot, maybe I can put it here. It's www dot Tonya, Tonya 23.com. Simple. Am I able to pin it anywhere? No. I will put it somewhere after this uploads. But it's www dot Tonya23.com. Yes, Anke Ma'at. Absolutely. So, I got to get the cooking, and I better go ahead on. Because time is going. Wow. That was a nice half hour getting back to this page. I'm going to start coming back a lot more often. I also have other pages. I'm working on an ASMR page because I got my microphones, and I'm about to really get into the ASMR. I really like it. I actually utilize it myself sometimes when I want to go to sleep. But I love it. Yeah, especially for the children that they're like all hyper. And oh yeah, I plan on doing my hair, having like nice things to look at while we make the sounds, the instruments, and the boop 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 boop. I love the bubble sounds. It's just like, you gotta have a good microphone though. All this stuff in the house, I'm gonna pour the seeds in the bowl and go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. They're gonna love that one. I'm gonna take over the ASMR world. Goals, okay? Goals. I love the freaking scalp one. When they're picking out of the scalp, they're like, so many people flock to that page. I said, oh, my poor babies out there. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's great. It's magic, you know. It's like a way to display your magical gifts, because we all have them, you know, through this screen. You can actually feel sometimes when they have the crystals, and then they have the little spray bottle, and they go ksh, ksh. You spray it away, you know, but the person is like, I don't know about anybody else, but I can transmute things like that. Like, I can feel this, you know, I can, like, whatever's going on. I'm like, I guess they call it empath or whatever, but yeah, like, people are really sad. I gotta go because I get all the energy. Yeah, it's crazy. But, it's too funny. Yes, Anka Ma'at. Definitely contact me. I have, what's it called? Cosmic Collaborators is my group on my website. And if people would get off of social media and actually give my site a chance, it's just like Facebook. Like, you could go live, videos, upload, posts, emojis, everything. It's just like, oh my God, I have my own social media site, but I'm really like unsung. People like, you have to break their arms for them to go there. Like, go on the site. Help me build it up, you fucking idiot. You could be a moderator making mad money. I have my own website. Like, this freaking YouTube. I digress. And this is the peace that meditation gives me, because I just go into meditation. Yeah, it's a lot. But, yeah, definitely check out my website. I have a blog there. I teach people, I don't know what state you're living in, but I teach people how to become a notary in their state. I'm a like 24 plus year notary instructor, and I do webinars and stuff like that online. And I train and certify notary signing agents and notary publics in their respective state. But I do notary signing agents for their respective state, but regular notaries is for the state I live in only. You know, you can't hold more than one notary license per state. So, but yeah, definitely contact me, hit me up. Let's help you get your books out there so you can get copies. You get author copies, which are cheaper copies that you can have delivered to you so you can sign them and get them out. So much work to do. We all have so much to do. We're not going to waste our time with these knuckleheads talking about they're our leaders. We are our leaders. I am a leader. Forward we're going. Salute, family. Unc my aunt. I'll talk to you guys later. I gotta finish drinking this and get dinner going. So peace. Unc my aunt. And hotep to all. Ashe.